Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of CME Pulse. And before we get to today's show, it should be a fantastic show. I'd be remiss if I didn't address at least what happened at the end of last week's Pulse. Now, Autumn Blaze was last Sunday. We had a great show lined up for last Monday's Pulse. And then, of course, our main event was ruined. It was supposed to be this man, Martin Wittman, going up against Meyers Posey. But, you know, good for Martin Wittman because he probably was going to get annihilated. But let's just be honest with you. Meyers Posey was in some type of mood. But not good for Meyers Posey and not good for CME's bottom line because Jowell Hernandez, the leader of the LBA, decided he just wanted to get some more kicks in. So what he did to Bryce Phoenix at Autumn Blaze wasn't enough. Bryce was going to be out of action for a few weeks. He just had to attack Meyers Posey for what? I don't know. And I damn sure I want to know, but I also don't want to give Jowell any more television time than he's already getting because this man is absolutely deranged. As far as I'm concerned, he can kiss any championship shot that he wants goodbye. I mean, he's been claiming he wants to be the next one in line for the title shot. Not going to be so. Jackson Montgomery instead will be taking on Ivan Yakov for the World Championship at Bleeding Edge in his rematch. Jackson lost it at Autumn Blaze. Jackson gets a rematch. That's what we're going to do at October's event, Bleeding Edge. And as far as I'm concerned, Jowell, you won't even be on the card because that's absolutely shameful what you did. You should be ashamed of yourself. I know you're not, but maybe a spell on the bench is going to be what you need to get your head straight. I don't know what else to do. Besides firing you, I don't know what else to do, and I don't want to fire you because you've done me favors in the past before. You were on my team at Revolutionary Warfare, and I don't forget so easily, but you're sure making my memory a little bit clouded. So I'd advise just take a little time off so I can cool down. I can let this forget. Meyers Posey it might not even be back here in CME anymore. I know some people might be happy about that in the locker room, but I'm not because he was one of the best wrestlers we had. And yes, I know I certainly don't agree with what he's done in the past. He doesn't deserve to get what happened last week. That's all I have to say about that. So we've addressed that elephant in the room. We can get to tonight's show. We can enjoy tonight's show. We got a huge main event for you. Aiko Katsuko, who lost the women's championships to Serena, is not going to wait any longer than next week for her rematch. She wants her rematch as soon as possible. She's going to get it next week, but tonight she's going to get a little warm-up match in the form of Miss Molly. That's going to be our main event. We got some other great matches in store for you. Otto and the Masons don't seem to be done. Otto Diethelm is going to take on Tex Mason and more. Television Championship will be on the line next. By the way, Masahiro in action. It's Wilson Montero. But we're going to get the show kicked off here. Yeah, that's right. The Hollywood Elite are back together again. Didn't I call it? I believe I did. Let's see how they fare as a tag team again. It always seems like every time they try to go solo, doesn't work. They go back to a tag team. It'll work for a little bit. Then it just stops working. And then the cycle continues. They try to go solo. Doesn't work. Tag team works a little bit. Doesn't work. It just seems like these two are destined for that kind of fate again. So let's see what happens against Martin Wittman and Tiburon. You know for a fact they don't want this to work at all on the first time back. So let's see if Martin and Tiburon can come out of the gate strong against Brad Smith and Nick Farrell. Brad Smith starting it off against Martin. Here we go. Pulse is underway. Brad is measuring out Martin early, trying to scout his competition. Martin, they both came right at each other, and he just sucker punched him in the mouth. I shouldn't even say sucker punch. He was looking right at him. Oh, going for a suplex, single underhook, but it's being countered. Punches to the gut by Brad. Brad now pulling Martin towards his corner. Good strategy. He's got that leg hooked into a fantastic... Oh, my God. Was that a fisherman's brain buster almost on Martin Wittman? Folded him up, and that is not the way you want to land with your Wittman. Rip now, Brad tagging in Nick Farrell. Let's see how these two work together after another tumultuous few weeks. They're calling their shot. They got him up. Beautiful double team maneuver, slamming Wittman down right on his back. Nick's happy with himself. Nick Farrell takes down Tiburon off the apron. Oh, got a snapmare takedown. Oh, just a straight knee to the upper back. Martin not looking too hot early on. Hollywood Elite doing a good job controlling him so far. We got another tag. Here comes Brad Smith back in. Irish whip into a spear clothesline combo. Great double team work here early from the Hollywood Elite. Oops, clubbing shot to the back. And hey, we need #1 contenders for the tag team championships. If the Hollywood Elite can impress me here, maybe they're going to be the ones to go up against the World's Axis. I'm sure they'd like the shot again at the tag team champions. We got another tag, Nick Farrell in, and just the knees right to the spine of Martin. He is not doing well at all. He needs to make a tag to Tiburon immediately. Nick got the knee right in the lower back, got a rear chin lock locked in. It's not looking good for Martin Tiburon so far. Can Martin break out of this one? He's not even going to get the chance to. Nick breaks a hold and slams him face first into the mat. Another Irish whip. They are fantastic ring control here from the Hollywood Elite early on. Another spear and clothesline combination. Brad is single in the end almost. Oh, Martin springs up to his feet. He's going to try and fight back. He gets him in a scoop and a slam. Martin takes down Nick Farrell. He's trying to get some energy going here, but look how slow and sluggish he is getting up to the top rope. Brad Smith is up to his feet, but Brad knocks him off the top rope. A little bit too slow and sluggish for his own good. Brad's going up top. This is not going to be a good fall for Martin if he hits it, and he hits a Falcon Arrow off the top rope. Gonna go for a cover here. Martin could be done already. We got a 2 count, but Tiburon, to his credit, comes in and breaks it up. Not going to give the opportunity to get a 3 count there, and he gets taken off the apron for his troubles. Brad Smith, big uppercut, fantastic leaping drop kick. This is just decimation of Martin Wittman here. He's not even had the opportunity to make a tag. He actually did have one opportunity. He had a little flurry going, but chose to try and hit a big move instead, and it did not pay off. You got to wonder if that could have been the last opportunity for Martin to make a tag. What we got here? My God, I don't even know what to call that. That was like a pump handle exploder into just a head cracker. Now Martin thrown into that corner. If he ain't knocked out cold, he very well might be very soon. Uppercut knocks him straight down to the mat, and I think they have all the time in the world to set this one up. The Tinseltown Tower is coming, and Nick Farrell hits it. Martin Wittman just picked apart so far. That has to be it. And if this is going to be it, that is going to be an impressive victory for the Hollywood Elite. It is. My goodness. I gotta say, that might have been one of the most impressive showings from this team I've ever seen. Let's see some of these highlights. I don't think Martin Wittman and Tiburon even had one highlight to their credit. This was all Hollywood Elite, all Brad Smith, and all Nick Farrell. I mean, if they could operate like this, I'd love to see them go against the tag champs. That'd be a fantastic matchup, but they got a long ways to go to build up their credibility and their momentum again. I mean, once you keep breaking up like this, you got to start from the bottom every time you get back together. And these guys are starting from the bottom, but that was a great showing. Up next, though, hopefully another great showing. TV title on the line. Now we got the championship on the line. Masahiro's no stranger to defending his television championship on Pulse, although he hasn't done it recently as much. When he was the television champion last year, he had that great run with it for the first time. I mean, he was defending it left and right, show after show after show, and he was putting on clinics every single night. So you know what? I kind of want to get back to that. I want to see Masahiro defend the title a little bit more. He's had an impressive run so far with the television championship. Let's see if Wilson Montero can end that run right here. But even if he can't, we're going to see a little bit more regularity with the television championship, hopefully, in the near future on Pulse. It's going to start right here, right now. Wilson Montero, first challenger up. Let's see if he can take down the television champion, Masahiro Kurosawa. Now, Wilson's had a bit of an interesting year. He debuted back in, I believe it was January or February, late January, early February, whatever, same time frame. Had an interesting year so far. I'd say, well, Eric Campbell tormented this man for months, and he never really got to do anything else until that was finished with. He got done with Eric Campbell. He got him off his back finally. And I would say the biggest moment he's had in his career was unfortunate, to say the least, but it was a loser-leave CME match made by Tucker, where Wilson had to fight for his job against Mitchell Peterson. Wilson came up with the biggest win of his entire career so far. If he can win the television championship tonight, though, hopefully the memory of that win is a little bit taken down a notch by the magnitude of winning a championship. It would be his first title in CME. This man Masahiro's been on another level. I mean, he beat Meyers Posey very comfortably, and that's not something most people can say they've ever done. But that's how deadly this man's feet are. He connects with that roundhouse kick to the temple, it's over. It's almost certainly going to be over. And that's what Wilson's got to watch out for here tonight. Masahiro's locked and loaded. He's ready to go. I know it. I know this man is ever focused. He's always focused no matter what kind of match you put him in. These fans are ready to go. They're also showing Masahiro exactly what they think of him. That's what it's all about. Television championship right there. Wilson knows exactly how important this matchup is to him. You can see he's looking across the ring at the champion, knowing that belt could be in his possession by the end of tonight. I've never seen this man look more focused. Speaking of focus, it's hard to break this man's focus no matter what you do. And he knows he wants to keep that championship for as long as he possibly can. Is he taking one last look at that belt before he gives it up tonight? We'll find out. There we go. That's the prize. Wilson getting himself psyched up. Masahiro just waiting for that bell to ring. And there it goes. See how these two started off. We got a collar and elbow tie up locked up in the middle of the ring. Standing switch now. Masahiro from behind, but Wilson, very nice snapmare takedown, gets out of it. Oh, hard wrench on that. Hold and a knee to the spine. Oh, goes for a knife edge chop, misses it, but the forearm certainly didn't. These strikes certainly aren't. Oh my God. Backing Masahiro up into the corner. Oh my, look at these right hands just unloading on the television champion right now. Stomping him away in the corner. I don't think Masahiro expected any of that. After that snapmare takedown, it's been all Wilson so far. He's backing up Masa into the ropes. Oh my God, look at wrenching his back and his arms across the ropes. This is not the start that Masahiro needed. Wilson hoisting Masahiro up on his shoulders, hits him with a TKO. A fantastic move. Drops Masahiro on his head. Is that going to be enough to beat the television champion? We got a 2 count. That's all we're going to get, though, is a 2 count. Masahiro survives a little bit longer, but he's going to have to get back in this matchup and stat. Oh, whatever Wilson was going for got countered with the fireman's carry takedown. Beautiful uppercut now. And a leg lariat from Masahiro. He's fighting his way back in the only way he knows how, with his feet and his striking ability. Back up. Nice somersault leg drop. Oh, we can see the way Wilson just like rolled over and died almost after that. Masahiro going up top. Wilson, though, is getting up to his feet. Can he avoid whatever's coming for him? He cannot avoid the spinning heel kick. Hell, I think Masahiro caught him with his whole body almost. Masahiro slow to get up, but certainly up faster than Wilson Montero, and he just punts him in the gut. Masahiro gets him up. Vertical suplex is countered. Knee to the head from Wilson Montero, who's going to come right back at him. He gets him on his shoulders again, and oh, he hits another TKO. He hit the second time. Dropping Masahiro on his head is the second time the charm. 1, 2. It is not. Masahiro still kicks out, but you got to like the progress Wilson's making. Up and over neck breaker now on the television champion. Wilson going up top. He's no stranger to flying. He's calling his shot. He's waiting for his target to get up to his feet now. And Wilson off the top rope with a fantastic Hurricane Rana. I don't think I've seen that many times from him. He's going for a cover after that. 2. Just gets the shoulder up, does the television champion. Wilson not happy about it. He's letting the referee know how unhappy he is, but he's got to keep fighting. He's got him in the very, very, very impactful DDT, spiking him head first into the mat. Is that going to be it? Masahiro is taking a lot of punishment early on here, and it has not come back to bite him yet. But you got to think a little bit more of that, and it's going to be all over for the television champion. A hard left jab to the face. That might have woken up Masahiro as he comes back with the right hand. Masahiro with the body scissors into a pin. Fantastic pinning combination, but was too close to the ropes. Wilson up to his feet, turns to look at Masahiro, and instead gets some kicks to the gut. 3 roundhouse kicks to the gut, and then a spinning heel kick to the face. Masahiro now exactly where he wants Wilson, on the mat, just getting up, calling his shot, and there's the roundhouse kick. That, ladies and gentlemen, has spelled the end for so many. And Wilson Montero to that list now. Another flurry from the challenger, yet another survival by Masahiro, and he walks out of here still the CME Television Champion. It's almost like every hot new challenger that comes up to the plate for Masahiro, no matter who it is, he just finds a way to get out of it. And it always ends with that kick to the head. There's the leg, and that was it. Masahiro escapes again with the television championship, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows that he's letting these other people beat themselves until he can find that 1 second, that split second is all it takes to land that roundhouse kick. Once he lands it, he knows he's almost guaranteed to walk out of here with that championship again. He's got a hell of a run going. Let's see how long he can keep it up. Up next, Otto Diethelm. He ain't done with the Masons yet. Well, here comes the Otto Diethelm. Faced off against Timothy Buck Jr. last Sunday at Autumn Blaze in a hell of a match. Hell of an effort he put up against Timothy, and I dare say the entire Mason family at once. It was a singles match, but Jeremiah, Tex, Ellis, they were all there at ringside, and they were all proven to be a distraction to Otto. I'm not making excuses for Otto. He fought his heart out. Timothy survived it. Give him all the credit in the world, but it's hard to ignore the effect that the Masons have on every single match that they're in against anybody. And Otto's no different. So right now, Otto's looking at 4-on-1 odds almost every single time he comes out here. Now, as far as I understand, Tex is going to just be out here with Jeremiah. I don't know if Ellis or Timothy are even in the building, but still, you got help on the ringside area there, even if it is little old Jeremiah. Otto's seething. He's waiting to get his hands. He's waiting to get some revenge at all on these people, period. Just for losing at Autumn Blaze. Jeremiah's coming out here now. By himself. Okay, well, that's just Jeremiah, but Tex is the one who's supposed to be wrestling this match. What is wrong with these people? Otto's not even leaving the ring. He has that little respect for these people. What the? I don't know what I'm watching, ladies and gentlemen. Where is Tex? I feel like I'm in a fever dream. Wait a minute. Oh, good God. Tex just came out from underneath the ring. Can we get... Are you kidding? What the... I'm disturbed. How long was he under there? What in the... Otto's trying to speak to the referee about what's going on. I'm as confused as he is. Tex just running through him now. This is a hell of a strategy if that's what they had planned. Knee to the head in the corner, and it comes out of it with a clothesline. We might have a winner already because this is just confusing me to the point of incapacitation. But Otto gets his shoulder up. Tex not happy about it. What the... I don't know what's going on in my own company anymore. This is just... It's getting out of hand. Otto fights back, though. Otto coming in with a big suplex. Oh, Falcon Arrow, excuse me. Twists and turns them all up and down in the air. Otto letting Tex exactly know what he thinks of him. He's going to bury him here tonight. Tex comes running at him with a big boot, taking Otto down hard. Could have knocked some teeth out with that one. Even if he did, he didn't pick up the win yet. Otto kicks out at 2.5. Otto gets him down. Nice arm drag counter. Big kick to the gut. Big uppercut now from the Deity. Nice kidney shots to Tex. I almost refuse to call him Sexy Texy at this point. As those kidney shots could be pissing up some blood, and he could be losing this match right here, but he is not. Gets the shoulder up. Referee pleading his case, tells him it was a 2 count. Otto almost doesn't believe him. Ooh, hard knife edge chop in the corner. Oh, and now Otto's letting Jeremiah know exactly what he thinks of him. Well, no one ever claimed Otto to be the classiest man in CME. He's going up top, but Tex was right there waiting for him. Knocks him down off the top rope. Otto's perched very unceremoniously on the turnbuckle. Tex is going up, going for a double underhook, but Otto fighting out of it. Punches to the gut and then shoves him off the top rope. A very bad landing if you're Tex. Otto's on top. What's he going to go for here? Huge double leg drop off the top rope. And now Jeremiah making his presence felt. Come on, ref. Get him off the apron. Oh, that gives Tex the opportunity he needed. Rolls him up in the O'Connor roll. We got a pin. We got a 1. Oh, but Otto rolls through now. We got a 1. Tex gets out of it. Almost got the tables turned all over himself. Otto shot to the face. And the sweetness by Otto onto Tex. He ain't going for the pin. He's measuring Tex up. Tex is loopy. He's on Dream Street. And Otto with the snap judgments. Just taking Tex's neck and cracking it right on his shoulder. And that's all he needs to pick up the win. Otto with a modicum of revenge here tonight against the Masons. But still, I don't know if this is going to be over between these two yet. Let's see some of these highlights. This started off a way I've never seen before with the Tex coming out from under the ring. Just like he was there the entire show almost, which disturbs me a little bit. But Otto survives the fever dream, and he comes out of it with victory. Once he hit that sweetness, that's all he needed to open the doors for this, the snap judgment. Big win there for Otto. Just getting himself some confidence back, getting some momentum back, making sure the Masons don't get the last laugh on him. Jeremiah is trying to plead his case to the fans here. I don't think they're going to hear it. They're all for Otto. This is Otto's town. Wait a minute, Otto going outside the ring. The Texas limp carcass. Oh, of course. Of course. Jeremiah's not happy about this blatant disrespect here from the Deity. And he's telling him he's calling him a loser. Exactly, these fans know it. Jeremiah ain't going to do anything about it because Otto, he knows what Otto's capable of. He's just trying to keep his distance at this point. There's your victor, Otto Diethelm, ladies and gentlemen. But up next, our main event is here. It's going to be the #1 contender to the Women's Championship, former Women's Champion Aiko Katsuko going up against Miss Molly. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll remember, Miss Molly and Aiko fought a few weeks ago here on Pulse, and I expected a classic matchup. We did not get it. We got a very surprise pinfall, and after about a couple of minutes tops, where Aiko came out the victor. Molly looking to redeem herself now, and also put her name in contention for a future Women's Championship opportunity. Molly knows that she got caught in that matchup, doesn't want to make it happen again, and even though Aiko has a title shot next week, who's to say if Molly wins tonight, she doesn't put herself in line for the next championship opportunity right after that one. I think she knows exactly the stakes going into this matchup here, and Aiko knows that she's going to want all the momentum in the world going into next week against Serena, because she's going to need it. Serena and Aiko tore the house down at Autumn Plays. I would argue they even stole the show. It was a fantastic match for the CME Women's Championship. So Aiko knows now She knows exactly what to expect when it comes to Serena, and she's going to make sure that she's 100% going into that matchup. What better way to go into it with a big win here against a capable competitor like Molly. You can see the look on her face right now. That's the look of somebody who knows exactly how to get what she wants, and that's by winning. But it's going to be a tough matchup for both women. Aiko and Molly, two of the best in the world today. Here comes a former CME Women's Champion right now. You got to think Serena's watching this matchup very closely backstage. Keeping an eye on both women. Even though she is facing Aiko next week, you got to keep an eye on Molly as well, because she's on the up and up here. Fans are ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for a great matchup. Let's see if they can have a great matchup here tonight, or is this one going to end just like the last one did between these two? We'll find out. Here we go. Aiko slow to come in herself, but she's inviting Miss Molly to make the first move. Now Molly doing the same exact thing. Who is going to bite first? They both bite. We got a collar and elbow tie up in the middle of the ring. Aiko, side headlock. Molly backing her up into the ropes. Rebound, Irish whip. Drop down from Molly. Leapfrog. And Aiko comes back with a big clothesline, taking her down. That could be the opportunity she needs to get back in this one. These two don't want to trade wrestling holds early. Gets her down with a nice wrist lock, and then boom, knee to the arm. She's pleased with herself. I would be too if I could pull off a move like that, but I can't. That's why I'm sitting here. Collar double tie up again. Both women feeling each other out. Rear waist lock takes her down. Now we got a side headlock on the ground. Molly fights out of it. Standing side headlock. Aiko now the one to back her up against the ropes. Irish whip. Drop down. Aiko go for a hip toss. Countered. Fantastic hip toss counter from Miss Molly. Now she's the one to get the better of Aiko Katsuko. These two women like a seesaw, back and forth, up and down. Another tie up. Molly backs her up against the ropes. Referee's going to have to break this one up if there's nothing doing. There is nothing doing. He breaks it up. They're just at a stalemate right now. Molly comes running right at her. No respite there. A nice head scissor takedown. She's going to go for a cover after that, hoping she spiked her head into the mat. I think she did. Aiko powers out at one, though. Oh, Aiko comes up to her feet very quickly, but gets caught with a Meteora. Now Molly going up top. No stranger to flying around. Neither is Aiko, but Molly's a little bit more comfortable in the air, I believe, than the former women's champion. She comes off the top rope, going for another Meteora. This time, though, well scouted by Katsuko. Now Aiko going up top. Missile drop kick to end all missile drop kicks. Right to the face. Did you see the way she landed? That could very well spell the end for Miss Molly, but it does not. She powers out at 2. Gets up to her feet. Got a stare down now. Blocks the shot. Molly with the right hand. She's got her in a victory roll. We got a 1. Oh, flipped over by Aiko. This is very familiar to people. If you've seen their last match, this is exactly how it ended. We got another pin. We got a 2. Oh, but a kick out from Aiko. I thought we were going to see the end there. Molly puts her in the corner. Now she's perched her on top of the top turnbuckle. Oh, no. This is not going to be good for either woman, I don't think, but especially Aiko. Oh, no, she was going for a back suplex off the top rope, countered in midair. Fantastic awareness from Aiko, who goes for a cover, hopefully crushing Miss Molly's dreams, but she did not. She's arguing with the referee there. That could have very well been it as well, but both women surviving so far. Another pinning combination with the body, this time though Molly against the ropes. Molly backs herself into a corner. Maybe not the smartest strategy against Aiko, but she does counter that back suplex with a backflip. Now a big exploder suplex from Miss Molly. She is measuring up. The #1 contender for the women's championship. Kick to the gut now. Molly, what does she have in mind here? Big power bomb. My God, did you see the way her head whiplashed on the mat? 1, 2. Somehow, some way, she kicked out of that, but her head just collided with the mat in a very unhealthy way. And Molly knows that her deed might be done already. She's got Aiko where she wants her. Can Aiko come back? Big Hurricane Rana. Going for another cover there. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And another kick out. Give Aiko Katsuko credit. She's fighting out of this, despite probably being a little bit banged up right now. A little bit woozy. Going for a big elbow to the back of the head. Countered by Aiko, who gets out of it into a rocker dropper, dropping Molly right on her face. She's going to go for a cover now. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Not a 3 count. Not over yet. She's going to have to fight through some more pain if she wants to get back to her winning ways. She's calling for something here. She's measuring Molly. Molly getting up to her feet now, going for a belly-to-belly suplex, but rake to the eyes, gets out of it. Hey, any means necessary if you're Miss Molly. Molly's the one who has to fight for a championship opportunity, not Aiko. She's already got one. Look at these slaps, these chops right to the chest. Unrelenting. And again, one more for good measure. Oh, it's just a punch to the face. Total disrespect almost with those strikes. But it gets Molly right where she wants Aiko. In the middle of the ring, drops her down with a full Nelson bomb. And now she's got her in a fantastic submission hold, almost like a butterfly submission. The way her shoulders are being wrenched back, the feet in the back of the neck. This, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been in this before, I can assure you, you don't want to be. In the middle of the ring, Aiko nowhere to go. I don't even think she can even tap out if she wants to. She rolls through it, though, somehow, some way gets out of that lock. I don't know how in the hell she did it. And Molly right on top of things again, takes her down. Now Irish whips her in the corner once more. Knee to the spine. Aiko is not looking good. I'm not sure if it's her head injury from before. Now her back's got to be killing her. Her arms, her shoulders, everything has got to be in pain, and Molly knows it. Off the ropes, catches her Luthez press and just unloading on her with these right hands. Miss Molly is looking ever more ruthless as this matchup goes on. Springboard moonsault. She's going to go up top. What does Molly have in mind for Aiko here? A nice elbow drop off the top rope, and she hooks the leg immediately. 1, 2. Still Aiko kicks out. Are you kidding me? Molly not letting it get her down. She's still feeling in control of this thing. And why shouldn't she be? Irish whip to the corner. Molly with a kick to the thigh, trying to tighten up that hamstring. Leaps off the top with a fantastic lucha-style arm drag. Molly's almost thinking what she has to do now to end this match. Gonna go up top again. Oh, and a frog splash off the top rope. Not going for a pin, I'm surprised, but Aiko's been resilient so far, so I don't doubt Miss Molly for feeling a little bit hard done by it. Exploder suplex again. Molly is taking it to Aiko, and I don't know if Aiko can fight back. She's surviving, but whether or not she can fight back is another question altogether. And Molly kicked to the gut. Is she going to set her up for another power bomb? I think this is what knocked her loopy before. This time puts her into a pin after the power bomb. And that's it. Miss Molly almost dominating Aiko in the later stages of this matchup. I think it was that first power bomb that Molly hit. Whiplash effect on Aiko was too much for her to overcome. That missile drop kick was spot on though. Look at that. Let's see if we can get that first power bomb in the highlight package. I hope we got that, Marilyn. This was another thing that could have ended the match like it ended the last time these two fought. Aiko just sneaks out of it there. This one also, fantastic counter in midair by Katsuko. This is the first powerbomb or the second? That was the second one. I think that still did some damage, but that first powerbomb, go back and check it if you can, because the way Aiko's head hit the mat, it knocked her out. It knocked her loopy. But Miss Molly cemented herself as the next #1 contender after Aiko, no doubt about it. With a fantastic performance, a huge win. Serena, you better watch out. what a win. She definitely earned the right to celebrate here. Maybe the biggest win of her entire career, I would say, so far. But oh my God, what the hell is going on here? No. That was the main event. That was the end of the show. Jowell is jaw-jacking with Jackson now. Not again. Please, not again. Why in the hell is he taking on Jackson? I didn't even think he was here tonight. Swinging wildly now. Come on, Jackson. Just end this thing. Just get out of there. Get clean. I don't want to see anything happen like happened last week with this guy. Oh, my God. Hard shot to the face. Abyss Molly wins in our main event. That was a great way to end this show and send the people home happy. And now Jowell is going to ruin this goddamn thing again. Come on. Why? What else can I say that hasn't been already said about Jowell? This man needs to be analyzed by a professional because I have no explanation for what's going on here. Absolutely none whatsoever. He's gone off the deep end. I don't know what it is he wants. I know what it is he wants, but I don't know why he's going about it this way. This is absolutely counterproductive to what he intends to get. This is sick. This is sick. And of course, we got no security. It's absolutely unbelievable. I know exactly why Jowell's doing this. He's doing this because he knows Jackson has exactly what he wants. Jackson's the one who gets the next rematch for the CME World Championship, and it just doesn't sit well with this man. It's bubbling up inside of him. It took him all show to realize this is what he had to do, right? It's exactly what he had to do. Slamming him head first into the locker. Absolutely sickening. It's ridiculous. You know what? Just keep doing it, Jowell. Just keep it. Just keep it up. You're definitely going to get what you want. If you would think he'd realize his mistake and he would say, you know what? I did wrong. I'm not going to get what I want from doing this. Let me change up my strategy here. Let me come back. Let me compete like a normal human being. But no, he's just going to instead take out the entire goddamn locker room until he's the last one standing. Even if this man was the last one standing in this entire company, he wouldn't get shit from me. He would get nothing. I think that's actually a little bit more satisfying than just flat out firing this man, is to just make sure that he doesn't get anything in his entire career that he wants. Come on, this is just too far now. Oh my God. I hope it was worth it, Jowell. I hope it was worth it, you sick son of a bitch.